Hey guys, welcome back to Speak Truth Sports. This is Trey, as always. Today we have some NFL news for the first time in a while. And, let's just jump right into it. On July 26th, Aaron Rodgers has indicated that he will come back and play for the Green Bay Packers. And this was reported by Ian Rappaport. And another report pertaining to the same situation was reported by Adam Schefter, stating that Aaron Rodgers signed off on a deal that will allow him to come back for one more year and then leave the next year. So this is a very interesting turn of events, but let's just be honest, it's not a very surprising turn of events. Did we really believe that Aaron Rodgers was going to leave after having an MVP season and going to the NFC Championship? Not really. Did we really believe that he's going to retire? Definitely not. But like I said, this is very interesting because this is coming off, the past few weeks. The past few weeks has been a lot of speculation. And a lot of things actually being affected by this situation. As of recent, Davante Adams and the Packers were trying to figure out some contract situations. Obviously, they want to extend Davante Adams. He's arguably one of the best, if not the best, receiver in the NFL right now. But obviously that fell apart. Things broke down, and there was even a report that he got a massive deal, and he actually commented on the post and said cap. He just put a cap emoji, and that pretty much debunked the whole situation. Obviously, in the later days, they reported that they were nowhere close to a deal, and that the conversations of a contract extension broke down. But obviously with Aaron Rodgers now signing off on this new deal to come back and play, it opens up the door for Davante Adams to potentially reopen the contract conversation. This is a very, like I said, interesting situation. I really think that this was one of those situations that's really blown over and really over-exaggerated. And let's give credit where credit is due in this situation. The person who really blew this up and made something out of nothing was Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter on draft day back in April 29, he stated that Aaron Rodgers wanted out and requested a trade. And what the issue with this situation is, he heard a lot of things. He had some sources and all that stuff, but he never really got the green light to say or had enough information to really go on with the story. But then he just kind of stated it on ESPN and just like, hey guys, pretty much based off all the stuff I heard, which was not 100% certified, based off a lot of stuff he heard, he just like, I'm just gonna come out with this report and just say, hey, Aaron Rodgers wants out. This was actually stated on the Dan Patrick show, where he pretty much exposed himself. And as a journalism and reporters and stuff like that, this is a big no-no. You never ever want to go out there and just pretty much put your spin on the story instead of getting the actual story itself. But that's a whole different situation. Obviously, there's been a lot of tension with the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, so there is truth to that. But Aaron Rodgers really never said too much this offseason to really make people believe that, hey, I'm gone. He never said, hey, he never directly said, hey, I want out. This is it. I'm not coming back. Aaron Rodgers said a lot of things that was very ambiguous and very, didn't give much clarity to any of the situation going on. Let's date back to when Aaron Rodgers was playing in the Capital One game with Brady, their little golf game. He was asked during that broadcast, will you be back as the quarterback will you be back to play quarterback for the Packers? And instead of saying yes or no, he just said, I don't know, we'll see. This doesn't add much clarity or certainty to the situation, of course. And even he went on to say and explain his approach to the offseason. He said, sometimes the loudest person in the room is not the person who has all the facts on their side or the truth on their side. Sometimes there's a lot of wisdom in silence. Yeah, so he really didn't add much clarity or certainty to this whole situation. This was like I said, one of those things just definitely blown over. Was there truth to potentially him winning out or him being frustrated? Of course. I mean, after going to the NFC Championship multiple years and just not making it and not getting the weapons you need, drafting a quarterback in the first round when you should have drafted a wide receiver in a wide receiver heavy draft. I mean, the story goes on and on, drafting a running back in the second round. I mean, even this year's draft, they drafted a corner who was projected to be a second round pick, but he was drafted in the first round. And the only decent draft pick they really made, in my opinion, was Rodgers in the third round from Clemson. Talented receiver. But, I mean, it makes sense that he wants to come back. It makes sense that Davante Adams and him posted the picture of The Last Dance, because pretty much this is Rodgers' last dance with the Packers. It's his last chance, for another ring. When you really look at it, it all kind of makes sense for it itself. Obviously, the NFC North, a fairly difficult division, but let's just be honest. The Bears have just drafted a quarterback in Justin Fields. He's probably going to play eventually sometime this season, but you know how rookie quarterbacks are. Pretty much, it's going to be like how long until they want to bench Andy Dalton? How bad does Andy Dalton have to play for Justin Fields to start playing? And, that can obviously take a couple games. Them committing to Andy Dalton in general is going to put them in a hole already. They also did a bad job this season, off-season, letting go of Kendall Fuller, who was one of their main starting corners. Obviously, he didn't play his best season last year, but he played great previous years. I don't know why they let him go. Strange, but they still have a good defense. But offensively, they can still use some work. They're just not there yet. The Vikings, they're just a middle of the road team. They're really kind of banking on Danielle Hunter coming back and being the beast on defense to lift them. They signed Patrick Peterson, of course, but Kirk Cousins is still their quarterback. Yeah, they drafted Kellen Mond, but they're not going to put faith in a rookie quarterback this season. But they did do a good job drafting as well with other picks. Christian Darrisaw, the tackle from Virginia Tech, he's also talented. Them getting Wyatt Davis from Ohio State, the two-time All-American. I mean, yeah, that's a great pickup. That's a great drafting. But they're still a middle-of-the-road team. I don't really see them doing too much. As long as Kirk Cousins is at the helm, no offense. I'm a Washington football team fan, so I've seen him play. I know the extent to how good he can be and how bad he can be, and it's just too much inconsistency. So I don't really see them doing too much in this division. And obviously, the Lions are in the full rebuild, new coach, new quarterback. It's all a rebuild for them. So this is their time to run the table. This is their time to really make it count. If they're lucky, they'll play the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship again. Their schedule is fairly difficult, but the Packers always play a difficult schedule, so it's not surprising. This is a tough team, it's a talented team with Aaron Rodgers as the starting quarterback again. They're automatically, in my opinion, a playoff team. It makes sense. This all makes sense. He wants to come back for one more year. This is it. I mean, for most part, their team's the same, and they, like I said, they made some certain pickups and important moves during the offseason, like re-signing Aaron Jones. That was very important for them. Re-signing Robert Tonyan, Mercedes Lewis, and then obviously the health of David Bakhtiari. I mean, having him back will be very pivotal and in how far they'll go, and if they can even make it past this hump of the NFC Championship. Because to be honest, when he didn't play, David Bakhtiari didn't play in the NFC Championship, it was noticeable. That offensive line fell apart in multiple times the game. The Buccaneers' pass defense was absolutely mauling Rodgers at times. So, having David Bakhtiari back at full health, or just having him back in general is very important for them. And I think if he can play in the playoff run they have this upcoming season, I think they can be in a spot to be back in the situation, to be back in the NFC Championship, to possibly even be back in the Super Bowl. But that's a very big take, that a very bold prediction. I don't know if they'll make the Super Bowl. That's not what this video is for. But I'm just saying they have an opportunity to really run it back for most part. The talent's still there. Aaron Rodgers, he's growing old, but he's still talented. He's just coming off an MVP season, like I said. So, Aaron Rodgers, this whole situation, I'm glad it came to an end. I'm glad it came to this situation. I think, if you're a Packers fan, celebrate. Enjoy this moment. This is probably, potentially, most likely the last season you'll have with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. So take it all in. Enjoy it all. Enjoy that one ring he gave you. Potentially he can give you another one. But like I said, that's what this video is for. I'm not here to make predictions about that. And but also, just a quick side note, at the same time, Brian Gaskins, Mark Murphy, these guys are getting bailed out by Aaron Rodgers coming back. I think they really want Aaron Rodgers back because I don't know if they fully believe in Jordan Love just yet. If they really believed in him, they probably would have allowed Aaron Rodgers to explore trades, explore opportunities elsewhere. But obviously, they really full-heartedly believe in Aaron Rodgers because they don't fully believe in Jordan Love yet. And like I said, we don't have film on Jordan Love due to last season, obviously due to the whole COVID situation and all that, because they weren't allowed to have media in the practices and all. So I don't know how Jordan Love plays. I don't know how well he's gonna be, but if they really believed in Jordan Love, they wouldn't have done all of this. They tried to offer Aaron Rodgers, or reportedly they tried to offer Aaron Rodgers a contract that would make him the highest paid player in the NFL, and he declined it. So obviously this wasn't about the money for him. I think he just really wants to move on, go on to the next chapter of his career. I know it's late in his career to go to the next chapter, but Peyton Manning went to the next chapter late in his career. He won the Super Bowl with the Broncos. Tom Brady, we literally just saw him go to the next chapter of his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl in his first year. So it's not too late for him to go elsewhere and win elsewhere. Like I said, I'm just glad this whole overblown situation is done. Aaron Rodgers, you win for having the biggest smokescreen offseason for sure, without a doubt, in recent years. So on that note, hey guys, thank you for watching our video. Please like, comment, and subscribe while you're here. Support us on Instagram at SpeedTruthSports. Support us on Twitter at SpeedTruthSport. And please check out our new website. It's dope, it's fresh, it's clean. We really appreciate you guys for showing your support and just being here for us. So we're still on our way to 100 subscribers, so please help us get there. And this is Trey. I'm peacing out. Thank you.